So I'm Matt from Ray Allen, and after some convincing, the powers that be decided that it was okay for me to do some destructive testing on video. Now, they're from Colorado, right? We're from the skinny part of Virginia. So destructive testing in the skinny part of Virginia may look slightly different. Let's see what happens. So today we're destructive testing one of the Ray Allen leather leashes, or actually a few of them, but first thing we're gonna do is shoot this one and see what happens. Okay, so after shooting the leather leash, again, we knotted this thing up, kind of balled it up to make sure we could get a good whack on it, because have it floating around the air would be way less fun. We wouldn't get as much damage to it. So we got it shot a few times throughout that, and you can see there's some nicks and some holes, you know, some like penetrations clear through it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pull tests, and that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so now we're going to take the leather leash that we shot. We are going to strap it to this hay bale, and we're going to drag it around, see what happens. Or maybe drag it around. We're going to see what happens. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to get it in there. Look at that. If I were going to guess, I would say we're going to get about 15 feet, because this has got a lot of holes in it. Here we go. That one was uneventful, and that was kind of my guess, that the number of bullet holes, there's 2 or 3 right there that were in this, right where it broke. I'm a little bummed out, but we're gonna try something else, and we're gonna pull some more apart. So we're here for some more destructive testing, and basically what we've done, again, in the South we like to do things a little different. So we've taken a winch, a shackle, and a load cell, and hooked them all up to the truck, and we're going to pull some stuff apart. Pretty much that simple. So we've got a twist braided leather leash, we've got a stitched and riveted leather leash, and then we have a slip braided leather leash. So we're here for the entertainment. Let's see what breaks first. Okay, so we've started with the slot braided leash, and we're going to start pulling on it. Okay, so the slot braided leash broke at about 480 pounds. It actually broke in the middle of the leather. You can see it's interesting that the slot braiding and the snap all held up. My guess is these would have been the weaker points of the whole system. But 480 pounds is about what we got. We'll go back and look at the SOMO and see what it really was. That's kind of the last thing we saw before it snapped. And now we're going to go on to the stitched and riveted one. So this is our normal 7/8. This is a heavy leather leash, a little heavier than the 3/4 as far as thickness of leather. And let's see what happens. So this is the stitched and riveted leash. This is a 1-inch bolt snap, right? And that is 7/8, just short, probably 3/16 inch thick leather. It broke, again, pretty much in the middle of the leather, which I think is kind of interesting, but held 780 pounds, 750 pounds. We'll have to check the slow-mo to go back and review the footage to see what it was. But next we're gonna do a slot braided leash, a twist braided leash that's stitched down at the ends. This has got a slightly lighter snap in it, and it's not quite as wide. So this was a 7/8 versus a 3/4 wide. So when you look at it, this is just an eighth of it. The other one was just an eighth of an inch thicker. So interestingly enough, this is what I would have expected to happen to the other ones, where the leather had been manipulated by slitting and twisting and stitching. I would have expected it to break. That's where I expected the other ones to break. This is the only one that did that, and it did it at about 720 pounds. So 3/4 inch leash, 720 pounds. The bolt snap still works fine. I mean, the whole thing actually took a lot more than I had expected, to be honest with you, as far as pure load goes. So just to review, we've got, this is a 3/4 inch leash that was slot braided, and this is just a little bit lighter in thickness, so in actual ounces, this is just a hair thinner, and it broke at about 400, 500 pounds. You'll see it on the video. And then we had the stitched and riveted one, broke over 750, and then we had the slot braided 3/4 inch that ended up breaking at about 725. So that's kind of the end of our destructive testing on leather leashes, and checking that stuff out. Find it at rayon.com, where you can go buy it and see other things that we have destroyed.